today I am doing a spiralizer comparison, and I'm going to show you how to make these sweet potato noodles, curly fries. So keep watching to learn how. First of all, let's have a look at both of these gadgets one at a time. We'll start with the smaller spiral slicer, which comes with a free cleaning brush. That is pretty useful. I imagine that they can get lots of little bits of veggies stuck in there. It's much smaller, obviously, a little handheld and much cheaper as well, much smaller device than the bigger one. And it comes with this little tool, which you imagine you push in the vegetables, and that's quite a pointy little spike in there, which I managed to spike myself with when I was washing it. So we will use that as one of them. And now the bigger spiralizer, which I'm sure you've seen around the place. Let's have a closer look at this. Here we go. So this is the spiral vegetable slicer, the Paderno spiral vegetable slicer. You pop the vegetables in there and then you turn and turn and turn and you make noodles the other side. It comes with 3 blades which slot in and out like that. That one is for, it looks bigger noodles. And it's super sharp, those blades, so you be super careful with it and make sure you put the suction down as well. We've got that one. Oh, so they all store down the bottom. So you have one popped into there and the others down the bottom. And that one looks like that one makes smaller noodles. Okay, now I'm going to get my sweet potato and we're going to see how these spiralize. Let's start with the smaller spiral slicer. It's a tongue twister, isn't it? Let's start with the smaller spiral slicer and see what sweet potato noodles we can get. So I have peeled my sweet potato and given it nice flat edges, and let's see how it goes. We've got this one here first. Okay. There we go. Oh. So it's kind of like a pencil sharpener. It's making little strips. I'm guessing if you keep going with it, just keep going till you get the hang of it, and then it must make longer noodles as you go. How's it looking? Ooh, look at that. It's probably the motion that you do would depend on, look at those noodles. Okay, so I've turned it around and had a go at the other side. It makes much smaller noodles and it's actually struggling with the sweet potato. So I'm guessing maybe this slicer would be better off for maybe zucchini or carrots, because it's having a little bit of trouble with the sweet potato, but they've got some nice noodles there. There's some nice sweet potato noodles. I think I'm going to have a play with this with other ingredients, but for now, those sweet potato noodles I'm quite happy with. Okay, let's see how the spiralizer, the spiral veggie slicer, copes with our sweet potato. Before I do that though, just letting you know, down below you will find the links to both of these products so you can learn more about them. Okay, so let's hook it up and see how it goes. Okay, I have hooked up my sweet potato to my spiral slicer. Let's see how this one works, shall we? Make sure that the suctions are down. Okay. Is anything going out the other side? You know what? I'm going to flip this around so you can see what comes out the other side. Here we go. I flipped it around and worked it out how it works. And now we are in sweet potato noodle territory. Look at those noodles. Yeah, these ones, I'm like making a mess as well. Look at these noodles. How long are they? Oh my goodness. Look, they come all the way along here. I'm guessing you could probably just tear them off as you go so you don't end up with noodles that are as tall as you are. But those, I think these make much better quality noodles than that smaller handheld one. But maybe that's because it's sweet potato. Alright, I'm going to keep going and make a whole bowl, and I will show it to you in a second. Okay, side-by-side comparison. This was with the bigger spiral slicer. Look at some of these noodles. They're just huge. Oh, they're like curly fries. Oh, yeah, that one made much bigger. I'm chewing some of it as we speak. It's really... Oh, I think the kids are going to love this. So now that you've got your spiral noodles, what do you do with them? Well, you could just eat them just like this, straight from the spiral slices, or you could heat it up with a little bit of coconut oil, or even put it in the oven and make crispy curly fries for the kids. Oh, they would just love that. Oh, look at that. Or you could use the pesto recipe, which I shared the other day. Mix the pesto recipe through and have a nice raw sweet potato salad, or have cooked sweet potato. Use this in place of noodles. The options are endless. So what are my thoughts on both of the spiralizers overall? Well, both of them make a nifty addition to your kitchen. The bigger one obviously does a much better job at the sweet potato and I'm sure other vegetables it would also be able to cope with. The spiral slicer didn't do quite as well. We got some nice noodles out of it, but you can see the texture is completely different, and it was a lot trickier getting that sweet potato pushed through. And the links to both the bigger spiral slicer and the smaller one will be down below, so you can check them out in more detail, read some of the reviews, and just decide for yourself whether you would prefer to get one of them or both of them. And now it's over to you. Which spiralizer would you buy? Do you have a spiralizer? What do you like to spiralize in your spiralizer? Inspire us. Let me know in the comments. I look forward to reading them. If you like this recipe, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because I've got lots more yummy recipes to come. Thank you so much for watching this Spiralizer comparison, and I hope you've enjoyed learning how to make sweet potato noodles and curly fries with them, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!